So after what Marshawn had said, after his closing remarks on leaving the NFL,
Talking about the chicken.
Yeah, about saving the chicken.
Man, the cold part about what people
About
don't know
keeping the
about my
body
nigga
right
is he been saying that
in
stupid
mind.
ass shit for a long time.
Is it really stupid ass shit though?
Man,
not
it's just.
Are you hate the way that he phrased
No,
it?
let me put it like this. Marshawn's a great guy. Don't get it fucked up. That's my nigga. We get down. We do business. That's my friend.
Right.
Do I agree on all the shit, the innuendos, the style of choice of words that he used? No, not on a national platform. But you know
But
what?
the message,
I get it.
the message is there.
The
though.
message was beautiful. I'm not. I'm just talking about.
You don't like the way he speak.
Ah, my God!
You
like,
want this nigga to talk
somebody
properly
gotta
English?
be like. I just want. I
like
would
the white people.
Nah, it's just I would love for it.
Why he can't be
Because
Marshawn
for the-
and say it like Marshawn?
For the simple fact that I get it. I understand it. But we got a lot of young people looking up. So now you
Used
got
to speaking their language.
I get it.
He
I get
definitely
it.
speaking their language.
Hey, I get it. I get it. I mean, ain't nobody saying from a black's point of view like, all right, we can talk English.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Because you heard what he said. We can play it live. Like, we can go back, but it was crazy as fuck. But my nigga's crazy. He do crazy shit.
He just be himself, bro. Like I
He
respect
be all
that.
the way himself. I mean, like I say, it is no diss, but I feel differently.
Hey, Marshawn, never change, bro.
Never change. Don't change. Fuck that. He ain't gonna change
He not
anyway.
gonna
He ain't
change
gonna
regardless.
That's our fucking landlord. It don't matter.
Yeah, he's our landlord.
But
You know
the
what I mean?
important thing is he never made the money change him while he was trying to save his chicken.
That's a great aspect of who he is. He hasn't changed.
Hey, Marshawn was too real for motherfucking Buffalo. Remember when he was out there?
Yeah, he didn't like
he
that
had
shit.
some trouble out
Yeah,
there in
he did.
Buffalo, but he came out of it.
They couldn't handle him in Buffalo.
No,
That's
they
they
couldn't.
loss. That's they fucking
Hey,
loss.
but I mean, at the same time, if he never went to Buffalo and did what he did, would he be the same Marshawn today?
Probably, yeah.
You think so?
I think so. They try to exile that nigga in Buffalo.
But maybe
Wait,
they
did
gave
Buffalo?
him-
Did Buffalo? Did they draft him or did he get like traded to Buffalo? I can't
pull up
remember.
stats.
Is anybody
I think he was drafted by somebody else and traded to Buffalo.
right? What team was
Yeah.
that?
I don't remember who actually drafted him, but I think he was a part of like a three-way deal with whatever team drafted him. But I guess we have to Google it. Yeah.
You know what I like about the motherfucker? He's empowered so many of us. You know what I mean? He's still doing it that some people just don't see all that, like the back end of it. You know what I mean? Despite what he says when he's on national stage, would I like him to say something? You know what I mean? That the whole world can be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to think that we stupid. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that what he said was stupid. It's just different. And sometimes different can be looked at like we are stupid.
You're like,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? If you get what I'm saying.
I spoke that nigga language. That nigga was talking straight.
Hey, he talked, no matter what he said, he spoke to all of us.
Yeah, he spoke to all of us.
I got an interesting story about Marshawn. So back when he was in high school at Oakland Tech, I worked for a program called Project SOAR. Project SOAR was like the platform to help people who weren't maybe on the college track to get into college. Marshawn was an excellent football player. We all know that. But he didn't have so in order to get into Cal, they have this thing called the clearinghouse for high
Right.
school athletes.
NCAA.
Your GPA and your SAT score is like a sliding scale. So if your GPA is not that high, you have to score higher on the SAT. Whereas if you have a high GPA, your SAT score can be lower. And as long as you match on that scale, you can get into Cal. Cal wanted Marshawn. They wanted to give him the scholarship. They were ready to sign him. But his GPA and his SAT scores weren't where they needed to be. He needed to bring his SAT score up. And it wasn't because Marshawn isn't smart. Marshawn is a very highly intelligent individual.
Smart guy.
So on his own accord, he came to my office in the project. So because everybody knows that SAT is one of those tests where you just have to know how to take the test. You have to train for that test. You have to know how to answer the questions.
I didn't take the SATs.
So he came
took
on
it
his
9
own
times.
accord at lunchtime every day for 2 months and did practice tests for the SATs. Practice questions. He would come to my office every day at lunchtime. He wouldn't go to lunch and socialize. He would, he'd bring his lunch there and eat. And he trained for the SAT to get his score up high enough so that he could take Cal's offer. So Marshawn is very driven, and Yeah, he may speak a language that a lot of people don't understand, but he's speaking to people who need to hear
Exactly.
his message.
Exactly.
I agree.
And his message is like the one that's gonna cut through
Yeah.
the
But-
noise.
Well, the people
But
who
damn.
need, the people who need to hear that
Hey, wait a
speak
minute.
that language.
When you heard that
Exactly.
shit, you didn't
Exactly.
cringe a little bit. You didn't go, ooh,
Nah,
ooh.
I just
You didn't do that. I did.
I just
A little
I just
bit.
smiled.
Come on, we
I
can't
just,
be
I just,
lying to
I just
ourselves.
smiled, bro. Like, come
You
on,
didn't
bro.
go. You didn't go like,
have
oh
to,
shit.
Bro, if he had to get proper with the message, bro, then it wasn't. You know,
It wouldn't be Marshawn.
It wouldn't. No, it wasn't for the niggas that he had to. You know, like he had to speak that way to the niggas who needed it. You feel me?
Hey,
For the
but
ones that's gonna
I'm
listen.
The ones that needed that
I
shit.
mean, and then there's a lot of them.
He needed
too.
to speak to the other Marshawns of the league.
The other Marshawn, the
Yeah,
baby
'cause I was
Marshawn.
like,
Right, that really be fucking up their chicken
Yeah.
and,
yeah.
and not taking
Yeah.
care of their mental.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
don't be taking care of their body.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at what happened with your boy Warren South. I mean, it was just last week that he mentioned that they had a whole story about how he had lost all that money. Him being like a 6-time Pro Bowler, all these other accolades and stuff like that. And
Oh wait, shout out to East Oakland B.
yeah, he's
How the- how the fuck
Where you going, you ugly motherfucker?
This nigga just slept. He
I
just
think
crept in this motherfucker.
He's so quiet.
That
man.
motherfucker head shaped like a battleship.
Yeah,
that's me.
Yeah, somebody got
Fried
some
chicken, nigga.
Yeah, but
You
like,
said vegetables earlier.
right.
No, we
Talking about
requested
he got
fruit.
veggies.
Hey, man. I don't want to put that right there. Marshawn is dope. He's always going to be dope. Thanks, B.
Here's
Shout
a
out to East
trend.
Oakland B.
Yeah.
Is that drink or is water? Water. This nigga fucking shit.
Something's making a static. I don't know.
Water, the
Yeah,
nectar of the gods.
Anyway, yeah, that happened. So, moving on. Shout out to Marshawn, man.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to the landlord. We pay our rent on time.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.